Hello, y'all on YouTube. This is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today I have a very special unboxing. Something that came in from Liong Mah, and I'm not exactly sure what it is, but let's take a look. Today I'm opening up with my Quiet Carry Drift L. This is the large drift and Vanic Super Clean, and of course I've been using it. And there's a little cardboard tape glue on there, whatever. So, but great knife. Action is ridiculous for phosphor bronze. All right, so we got a box within a box. Let's see what we got here. Okay. All right, so we have a Eutektik. Let me take a look at what we got here. Hold on. Okay, so all right, so Leon sent me a little letter here. Basically, he's launching an exciting, this is an exciting time for me. He's launching a new brand. I'm extremely proud to be able to present the Eutektik knives to the world. The first model, the Trinity, is available now. I'm happy that you would like the video for your audience. Here are some points I'd like you to consider. All right, so very cool. All right, so he's sending a knife for me to get a chance to take a look at, do a little unboxing. And first impression, this is the Trinity Liong Mah Design. It's stonewashed, black G10, right-handed, and this is in 14C 28 and steel. That is really cool. Awesome. All right. Eutektik? I think I'm saying that correctly. Eutektik. I'm gonna have to look that up, making sure I'm saying that correctly. So I always like to pronounce things correctly. There we go. Cool little box and nice little bag, nice little zippered pouch. Let's see what we got here. Oh, cool. Got a little dry silicate there. Nice padded little pouch. That's cool. All right, let's take a look at this. This looks pretty cool. All right, so we got a nice G10, nicely chamfered all the way around. Immediately notice right left-hand carry, deep pocket carry clip, excellent, nice and rounded. I love that little lip right there. That's perfect. Top flipper, a regular flipper. You got a thumb hole, fuller hole, whatever you want to call that. Nicely dead centered. 14C 28. I love the chamfering all the way around. All positive things. Got some good room under here. Definitely get in there. That's nice. Got two standoffs in the back. Really cool. And it looks like it's full G10, so that makes the weight not too terrible at all. Really, that's really cool. We got screws all the way around. Looks like T6s. Yeah, around there. Yeah. Oh, we got the little E there. That's kind of a cool logo. T8 right there. We'll double check that here. But let's go ahead and let's do the flip first and see what we got. All right. Looks like a full flat grind. 14C28. You can see that right there. Nice sharp edge. I like that. Oh, I like the good finger choil there. Gives you a nice presentation. Nice jimping here. Great. That's awesome. I like the little clip point right there. That's nice. Definitely a little clip point right there. It's it's not a drop point, but it's got the clip right there. So I like that. It's almost a full flat grind. Definitely a liner lock. Fully engaged at around 25%. And there's solid, no blade rock. Let's see how that drops. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. All right, so let's do the fuller. Oops, I didn't get my finger in there. Let me do that again. There we go. My finger wasn't quite in there. Yeah, you can get the whole finger in there. So you can do the meat of your finger, do that, or you can do your full nail, get it all the way in there. Works great. Now it's a nice long fuller, so I can get my finger down. Yeah, I can get your finger down there. So you can get the finger down low like this. So that's kind of cool. All right, that's cool. All right, so let's see. The tuning feels really good, like the front flipper is gonna work nicely. Let me try that. That's nice. Okay, I like that. Let me do that again. Okay, that is really cool. Very cool. I like that. I like the G10. It's nice texture. It's going to be good grip. This is a very useful knife. Oh, and I like this. Look at that nice cutaway, easy access to the liner lock. It's got some nice jimping in there, or yeah, some little jimping, a little texture. So that easy access, but it's not going to slide right off. You've got some grip. And that, oh, I like that too. See, it catches right there. This is where the flipper with the texture actually works really nicely. It catches. Let's see where that detent ball is. All right, so you're clear here, which is well past when it drops. So I'm not getting a double clutch going on. Man, I really like that action of this blade. It's a nice thin blade. It's not super heavy duty stock, but it's a nice big round belly here for a cut. And it's got a nice pokey tip there. So this is great for like dog food, cat food, fertilizer, mulch, cases of water, which is things like obviously I open. whatever else you do. It feels like it could be a really solid workhorse. It's got a steel liner all the way in here, and it is for here. This is, yeah, full G10 over there. Very solid, nice thick G10. Again, nicely rounded. There's no sharp edges anywhere. I'm always feeling for that because there's always that little surprise, you know, edge that cuts you. I mean, obviously you don't want your finger high, but I got big meaty fingers, so I got plenty of room on that finger choil. You can definitely do a pinch cut up front. That's nice. Really, really cool. I like the jimping here. That's very functional. All right, so let me look at this. All right, so it's 3.5 ounces, which it does feel pretty light, and it's 3.75-inch blade length. That is really cool. Yeah, so you're going from the tip to the scale. It's about 3.75. Your cutting length is about 3. It looks like 3 and let's say 1/4 maybe. So that's, but if you do the full cutting length, you're probably at, yeah, about 3 1/4 of an inch there. So, but that's really close for perfect ratios. It is a clip. They call it a clip deep in pockets and reversible. Yeah, absolutely. I can see that. That's nice. So for, you know, I suspect this is not going to be, I have his GSD version 2, and it's a beautiful knife. I love that knife. Absolutely gorgeous knife, by the way. And that one it's a lot more expensive, but it's beautifully made by Riot. It's got a lot of fun things on here. I suspect this is a much more affordable knife, but it's got a lot of great features that I really like on this. Hardware is all steel. Opening method is, you got the hole, the front flipper, and the top flipper. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so I like all of that. So let's do a quick, do I have my tools here? Did I put my tools away? Hold that thought. I just want to check the screws. All right, so I got the screws here. So I believe that's going to be a T8. So let's just confirm that. Here's the T8. Let's see. Yeah, nice T8 there. Perfect. Now I think that the other screws are T6s. I mean, you know, for when you're in a budget realm, T6s aren't bad. It would be nice, you know, sometimes get a T8. But, you know, I'm okay with that. If, you know, if the price is right for everything you're getting. Yeah, these are all T6s, so very good. All that is nice in T6. So very, very cool. I like the emblem, means captive pivot. That's really cool. The jimping is very adequate. You've got the pivot right there, and you're like right at level above it, so it gives you some nice leverage. You get a really nice snappy detent. So that really pops up nicely, even though it's tuned. Oops, let me get on top here. All right, so let me get up there. There we go. Sorry, gotta get up there. It's a larger knife for sure. So people with larger hands, you know, I've got large hands, so I've got nice grip right here, really great. If you got really large hands, I mean, you're gonna love the finger choil. And I would use the finger choil, especially for certain cuts for sure. So that's always nice. But it's nice to be able to come back here for, like, if you gotta do a big push cut, like into cardboard, into leather or plastic or something like that, you can definitely do that. 14C28 is really a fantastic budget steel. That you're gonna be able to just do a workhorse. This is like one of these knives, like, the GSD I would love to do a lot of stuff with, but it's a little expensive, right? So I'm not going to go on, you know, a knife that's almost $500. I'm not going to go and do certain things with it. But when you've got a knife that's going to be, I believe, considerably less, we'll have a link down in the description. We'll figure out what the cost is. I suspect, I mean, this has more than just a generic cheap knife look. Okay, so let me be real clear. When you think of budgets, I always, you know, there's budgets, and then there's, I want to call value knives. And I feel like this is going to be that, because there's a lot of little aesthetics on here that you don't always see in a lot of budgets, okay? It's very similar to a lot of budgets, but you don't get this well-executed top flipper. You don't get this really well-executed flipper. You don't get this really well-executed thumb hole or fuller hole that this has, right? So those are not always typical. You don't get this really great action right here. I'll tell you, I suspect you probably put some Skiff washers in there. It'll probably be even better, but they're pretty good right now. And because it's a liner lock, it's really great left-handed, right? So you've got all that. That's really outstanding. And then I didn't do that. So you should be able to do the finger thing like here. So let's see here. Yeah, we can do the finger up there, right? Definitely so. So you've got nice jimping. The jimping allows you to get up there. So I've just got to get used to how this knife works. And yeah, there we go. So just got to figure out where that is. So I think, you know, I could do up in the front like that. And that works really well, so like that. But then I can also do I think I can do a reach around. Let's see, can we do it? Now I got shorter fingers. Longer finger people are gonna probably have a little easier time than I will at this. But I would probably use the flipper. And, you know, I've got shorter fingers, which is unfortunate. It's just a reality. I got large hands, but my fingers are stubby and meaty. So, that's why it's nice to have the thumb hole. It's nice to have the flipper. I really like that. And it's nice that I can grab here in the front part like a front flipper and absolutely work that without any issues. Now, getting on top of up here, I think that's going to be a little more advantage to longer fingers. So I think if you got bigger hands, you're going to really like this. And if you have my size hands, I really like it. I'll just tell you that. I do like everything about the standoff. It's got a little lanyard hole for you lanyard folks who love your lanyards. There you go. I like the blade. Being as thin as it is, comes down to a nice thin edge. Yeah, it does feel like it's going to be a slicer. That's a full flat grind all the way up there. I bet I can get my little bonus. I bet. Let's see. Hold on. Yep. So I always call this my bonus fidgety goodness. It's a giant thumb hole, right? Plenty, very ample thumb hole for even the side and everything like that. But it's always nice I always like to have a little bonus where I can put my finger, because of the flat grind right there, I can put my middle finger in there, and oops, let me get in there. I can do a reverse flick, and I bet this will work really well this way as well. Yep, there we go. So that'll work really nicely this way. So let's listen to the detent as it goes in. Nice click, no detent lash, that's really good. No detent, yeah, no pivot lash, that's nice. Yeah, that's really nice. I like that. The jimping is very functional. It's not aggressive where it's going to destroy your finger, but it's really functional jimping, and it comes up really nice like that. And it's just enough where I can get some jimping. The jimping is actually functional with the finger choil. It's not like a real short jimping way back here. It actually goes up far enough. I mean, I know some people would love to have the jimping all the way up there. Sometimes that's all right. It's a matter of choice, I think. But this is pretty ample into jimping, and I love this that I have lots of options right up here, right? So if I had longer fingers and I was a little up here higher, you can easily, because my finger's a little shorter, so, All right, we're back. We had an emergency alert, and I didn't put it on Do Not Disturb, so it totally interrupted the video and stopped it. So, like I was saying, the jimping is really nice. Like if you have larger hands, you're going to be able to use that top part really nicely. See, I can get to it. I just have to be real careful because I have to reach all the way down there. That's definitely different. So I do like that. I like that a lot. I like that the chamfering is really nice all the way around. So I do enjoy that. There's no sharp spots here, and that's what I'm feeling for. Everything's nice, and that's really comfortable. So this makes this like I'm going to do the squeeze test. Yeah. So look at that squeeze test. There's no problem there. Even squeezing here, the clip works really nicely. It looks like a standard clip that you might even be able to get it almost looks like the standard size clip on a TRM. You can almost get probably a titanium one if you really wanted to, but this feels like just a nice workhorse type of knife. So we'll do a full review and impressions with this, obviously, because this is definitely worth that. So we are looking at an 8 1/4, almost 8 1/3 inch knife. You've got a grip that is definitely over 4 inches with the finger choil. You've got over 5 inches. You've got a blade that's just over 3. I want to say 3 1/4 to 3 1/3. I mean 3 1/4. Yeah, about 3 1/4 inches, maybe to 3 1/5 inches. The cutting length though does get to about 3. I would say 3 1/4 for sure. And the overall length, and the way some states count the length is from the tip to the top of the handle, and so that would be a length of blade. So it's not uncommon to call that the blade length, because the idea in their laws is that this all could be sharpened and potentially become lethal, right? And that's a lot of times why they have laws like that. And I understand that. I mean, and want to respect those laws, absolutely. So keep that in mind for your state, what your laws are in those cases, right? So I like the action a lot. The action's really nice, just surprisingly nice right out of the box, and that detent is really crisp. It makes me wonder: is there like a travel ramp on there? It almost feels like it's going over a ramp, like there's a subtle ramp that it's going over, but it's not. No. Yeah, it's just really smooth. Yeah, it's a really smooth little detent ball in there. That's nice. That is nice. Locks in there really well. This is one of those that I would never have to tune. It's really unusual. Typically, you get a knife like this, if it's meant to be really tuned for the flipper, people really like a much stronger detent. Now, I will tell you, if you're the person that just loves a crazy, insane detent, first of all, you're probably not going to be top flipping this, right? Because this detent, I think, is tuned very perfectly for the fact that it's a top front flipper and that it's trying to use a fuller and a flipper. So, but if you're a flipper and you and a thumb hole, fuller hole person only, and you will never use that, yeah, you might tune this, make this just a little stronger. I can see people who love that, but I'll tell you what, it's got a nice crisp detent to it right now that even I don't hate it. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's cool. That's really, really cool. So I do like that a lot. So this is a Liong Mah design. Really awesome. Get a chance to check this out. Very, very, very cool. I am definitely enjoying that. So I love the stone wash finish. That's going to be great for use, hard use. So, right, if you're cutting in, you're definitely going to have that. You're not going to see a lot of scratching and abrasive. It's not super sharp. It's not like, scraping the nail right there. So that's nice. The edge is nice. And let's look at that edge. It looks like it's sharpened pretty evenly. Yeah, really nicely evenly all the way across. You don't have any, kind of turn on a tip there where one's longer than the other. And that also allows you to see a much more, it looks more centered, right? You don't feel like, you don't get confused in the centering of the blade. Sometimes when they sharpen the blade, it's supposed to be nice and even, but sometimes they sharpen like that. And so the center could be right up here somewhere. Like, let's say the tip is like that. It could be over here. So you're always trying to center with the tip up here. So you feel like it should be over here. But if you're over here, then this part of the blade over here is too close to the edge. And so then you have to kind of center with behind the edge. And that's frustrating. And that's why I always look for that in case you're ever curious. And this one's done pretty well. So I like that. Yeah, nice lockup. Does go right into it. Yeah, clicks in. Nice, strong. So that's nice. I do like the left-handed. That's really nice. I like that. I'm not a lefty, but you can see it's very enjoyable to flip left-handed. I can do the low one. So definitely get that. The flipper works really nice. It's nice and strong. And then for me, it's always, I always like to have the when I do a top flip and stuff like that, I like to have the clip. So lefties would obviously have the clip there in wet place, but I think normally I can. Let's see if can I do the finger here? Let's see if we can. Yeah, we can do that. So it's nice. I can get my finger up here and I can do that. And I do like to do that as a flipping. And this will break in really nice because it's already pretty nice as I do this, right? These just tend to break in a little nicer. And when you do this, you got to make sure this finger's out of the way because you're not going to be able to flip if your finger's blocking it, right? So the whole point of that is you want to make sure you're clear there. So, but doing that, it works really nicely. I do like that. And that, yeah, I love the fact that it drops so nicely. That's nice. That is nice. And it, locks in there. You can hear that nice snap on the detent. All right, very good first impression. I got to tell you, I'm obviously going to do a little more testing. Obviously, I don't beat up knives, but I do use them, and I will absolutely do that because this was given to me for that very purpose. And so I will absolutely do that. And, we'll get our full thoughts on this. I can tell you my first impressions are pretty good. I don't hate this. I know some people are going to probably wonder, it is a Liong Mah design, and his stuff is I like it. I do. And some people feel like, well, you're going to charge extra because it's Liong Mah. Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes it is because, well, some of his design has some nice intuition into it. I like it. And there's a reason why his designs are popular, right? I mean, people like that. There is one that I've been wanting to get, and I just haven't had a chance to get it at the time. And there was one of his other ones I'd really like to try. He showed off one on his Instagram page that I don't know if it was an old knife he designed and it's not out anymore, or if it's a knife that he's working on that's coming out. But man, oh man, it's up there with it's got a little of it's not a copy, so don't take this as any wrong way, but it's got the flavor and the feel. I feel like of a hog house, of oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember all the different designers, of the hog house, of the some of the nicer end knives that I'm really looking at right now. It's got that really nice look to it, very very unique texture to it, and it looks like it's a full integral. So I'm curious if that's coming out or if that was one he had before. I hope he re-releases it because that was just really nice looking. Yeah, it reminds me of that. What is the one? Holt Blade Works. Yeah, Holt Blade Works, Hog House, and some other ones like that. There's a few manufacturers that make some really nice looking knives like that. That's right in that aesthetic wheel. I really like that. So I'm hoping that's one that comes out. But this is really nice. I love the action. Yeah. So first impressions are very good. All right. So if you have any questions for me about the review, about the knife, please feel free to comment down below. I love to hear your comments. I do try to reply to them all. As the channel grows, it does become a little more challenging at times for me to reply, so please be patient. Sometimes I may not be able to reply to everyone. I'm starting to find that is going to be a little bit of a challenge. it's a good challenge, right? It doesn't mean I don't want to reply. It just means I'm going to have to try to, you know, I may not be able to say something to everybody. So please don't be disappointed with me, but I do try to engage everyone, and I appreciate you guys out there. Appreciate every one of the subscribers, everyone who watches the videos, who maybe hits a like and all that stuff. I do appreciate you guys very, very much. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, informative, worthwhile, or entertaining, would you please consider hitting that like button down below? If you've already hit the like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel, allows the channel to produce more content, do more things, grow, basically do more things for you guys. So I really, really appreciate every one of you guys, especially those, you know, who watch, who like, who subscribe, and just, you know, thank you, thank you, thank you. And hey, if you're interested in being a member, there's a little link down below for membership as well. Anybody who's interested in that, you've been on the edge, you thought, hey, maybe I'd like to support the channel by being a member. I would love to have you. It would be an honor. I would really appreciate that. And if maybe not, you know, that's fine. Just enjoy the videos, please. There's no pressure. But I do want to say to all my members who are here, who help the channel and are instrumental in allowing this channel to grow and to be able to do more things. Thank you, thank you, thank you to every one of you guys. I so very much appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Hey, and if you haven't already, maybe hit that notification button so you can be notified of future content. Finally, maybe go check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.